Hey there, kids. It's me, Oni the Unicorn. And I'm here to tell you that f***ing your dreams ain't cheap. In fact, it costs a ton of cash to do. So that's why me and the Oh No Radio Show need your help. Just go to the website displayed below and hit us up with some cash, yo. $1, $5, fuck, $1,000,000 if you have it to spare. Any amount is appreciated. Well, I gotta go because these dreams ain't gonna fuck themselves. See ya!
No, 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 no.
No! God, please, no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
You are listening to the Oh No Radio Show. Eat a bag of dicks.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to say this right here. Santana fucking sucks.
Oh no, baby! Oh no! Oh no! I don't want you anymore. Yes, baby, I told you before. You went away and you said you left me, and now you live in misery. Although you want me to take you back, you said you're sad about this and that.
Oh, no, baby! That's right. We're back. It is a Sunday night. I am sorry that I missed the show this past Thursday, but your boy was laid up in bed for like a day and a half with a migraine. Dude, it was one of the worst ones I've had in a long time. But anyway, my name is Owen. I am the captain of your shit ship. Feeling a little bit better tonight. So, yeah, we're going to do the damn thing. I'm here with me, as always, with my good buddy, Ty. Ty, how's the Wisconsin weather treating you?
Yeah, it's almost like springish. I
Yeah.
feel like this is the nut punch before they give you one more snow. But
Okay.
it's nice. It's been pretty nice, man.
Yeah. Shorts weather?
Nah, well, for Wisconsin people, but
Yeah,
Florida
but
people.
Not for you. Not for you.
No.
And, of course, the one, the only helicopter man himself, Mikey B, in the show, on the show with us today.
In the show.
In the show. You're in the show today, buddy.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
They're hanging in there, having a good time.
Yeah. What did you guys think about what I said at the top of the show? How about, what are your feelings on ye old Santana?
Santana eats a fat D.
He
did that one cool song with Rob Thomas that was only slightly cool.
No, I don't
Other
even
than
think that.
Cool thing.
That was
they
like-
ever did.
Yeah, it was
The
smooth.
far other end of cool.
Yeah, there's nothing cool about that song. And I swear to God, Real Radio likes to play that song every fucking like 30 minutes. I'm pretty convinced of it. But I'll tell you why in a little bit as to why that came up. But before we get into that, Mike, I heard you pulled a half baked and you lost it at your job. And
What?
and you were like, fuck you, you're cool.
You're cool.
I quit. Yeah.
Quit.
Is that what pretty much what happened there? You're no longer at the Teriyaki Madness?
I am not at Teriyaki Madness anymore. It didn't happen like that.
No.
No. Just kind of came in and told him, hey, I found another job.
Isn't it like 2 doors down from Teriyaki Madness? Like where you're working now? Allegedly.
Yeah.
Happened
I
to be
literally,
a cigarette break.
Yeah, it's kind of just took a break and went and found another job. And came back. It
I
was
like how you've had like 4 jobs within the past like 3 months.
Are you the one laughing at that, Owen?
Yeah, I am.
I think I might have had more jobs in 4 months than you've had in 4 years.
I mean, if you count, no,
I'm just fucking
no,
with
because
Jesus.
no, because you got to. I mean, if you were to count all the different companies I work for as an independent contractor, then you'd be wrong. But if you were to consider just being an independent contractor as one job, you would absolutely be right. So yeah. I mean, you know.
But yes, it is like 2 doors. It's like at the other side of the little
the strip
area
mall
that's-
or whatever it is. Yeah. Oh, well, that's cool. So you get to run into your old bosses all the time, and you're like, hey, how's it going? Fuck you. I'm over here now.
No, I'm not like that. I just listen. I had to find another job.
How long were you there at the madness of teriyaki?
I did the madness for like a month and like a week.
Okay. All right. I mean, I guess here's the thing too. It's better for you to just kind of like say, hey, this isn't working out earlier on than it is like you go down 6 months down the line and now like, you know, like
then I'm like a big portion of it. No, I mean
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
month and a half I was already like a pretty big portion of it.
So are they missing you? Are they missing you over there at the madness? Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're happier now. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you don't really want to say where you're at, but people could put 2 and 2 together if they're really desperate to find you. I'm sure they can message you. And
No, I mean, it's not a huge thing. I'm at Marlowe's Tavern now.
Right.
It's like a little upscale tavern joint.
I'm
excited.
Do you have to wear anything fancy in the kitchen there? No.
I mean, they gave us like little chef's coats. I mean, you wear like a little chef's coat and a regular ball cap.
Do you have to wear one of those beard things like when you're cooking, like the hairnet for the beard?
I know in some places you do, but with the mask ordinance that like if you are a worker at a restaurant,
True.
you have to wear one all the time. I would normally
Ty, stop coughing directly into the microphone.
I thought I muted it. I'm sorry.
No, you didn't.
I looked
Oh,
down and I was like,
God.
fuck.
My
I clicked
eardrums,
mute.
they died.
Jesus.
No, but with the mask ordinance, and given the fact that I shave like every other day or so,
Right,
everything but my mustache, all of my mustache and everything is behind the mask, so I don't have to wear anything.
I'd be
But
fucked.
I've worked in places where they're like, "Oh, you have a tiny little mustache. You have to wear a little beard guard over your mustache."
Just goes over the mustache.
Mm-hmm.
How does that even
How
work?
does that work?
Yeah.
So it's like basically they have like full beard guards.
Yeah.
And basically you just wear the full beard guard. And if you want to be a real jackass to your bosses, then you just
You scooch it up so it's just on the mustache.
So it just holds the mustache, and then you're like, there you go, mustache is
Awesome.
inside.
Hey, yeah, totally within compliance. I like it.
Oh, because they did that to us for a little while at Cracker Barrel, and then we'd wear them over our eyebrows, and like all over our mustaches, and be like, I just don't want any hair getting in any food. Doesn't matter what kind.
I
probably
definitely
should
don't want to
start
just
wearing-
look like a dickhead. Yeah.
I probably should just wear them over my eyes too, because those eyelashes, they do be popping out.
It happens.
You know, I think I lose a lot of eyelashes. Like I find myself like, I think I lose a lot of eyelashes.
Bro, okay, so the rate at which like my nose hair comes out of my nose,
Amen.
it has to be growing at like inches in days.
I totally feel that. It's weird how many bushels of hair I've pulled out of my nostrils.
Yeah.
And then they're right back. They're
Like
they're
2
back
days,
again.
It's like, what the fuck? I know I pulled that out.
Well, you're not supposed to pluck those, you know. They say
I
that's
pluck what I want.
There
You
you-
can't tell me what to do.
It's my nose. I'll pluck it if I
Yeah.
wanna.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's
Wait,
fair.
why aren't you supposed to pluck them?
Well, because they're supposed. Like, I guess it can get infected, and it's so close to the brain that if it
Oh,
does
it's the
get
triangle of
infected, it's the triangle of death. So it goes like you could die from just like plucking out your nose hairs, and then the infection goes straight into your brain.
True.
Bro,
Kind of. But
If I die from a nose hair infection, my bloodline was weak and
Yeah.
I didn't deserve it.
You don't deserve to live.
Sorry.
No. Do you guys do I do the trimmer thing? Like if I haven't been in a
Oh,
while
I'm
because I haven't been
afraid.
I haven't been
I've done
trimming
that
my
before,
beard.
but it makes my shit itch for like days. I
I
feel
just
like
kind of like hold
little
it,
hairs are stuck all over in my nose afterwards.
and then you get boogies on it, and you gotta lick it off to clean it. I
But-
mean, that's the only way.
You know, secrets about boogies.
Yeah.
Like, boogies are okay every now and then.
Oh, yeah,
but
you're a
hairy boogies? No.
Oh, you got to
not-
spit out. You got to spit out the nose hair. Yeah. Yo,
The truth. I know no radio show.
ear hair. Derek the Anti-Hero in the chat room. I haven't had a lot of experience with ear hair yet. Maybe
I'm
I'm.
starting to prickle through a little.
Yeah.
What's the little nubbin? Right. What is that? Your tragus or what? I think. That's what it
Yeah, I
is.
think that's right.
Uh,
That sounds right.
Right? Yeah.
I grow these like super thick hairs, like one or two of them right out of my trachea, and they annoy the hell out of me. So I'll just pluck them.
Yeah.
But since they're so like they're some fat hairs, so it's like boink, and you're like, oh
Yeah.
ah.
You could use it to floss. It's that type of hair. Like it's like
yeah, it's thick.
It's got tensile strength. Like you could do some stuff with it. I get you though. The worst is when you get like the you ever have a zit or something like right inside your ear. I mean, nose is bad too, but I think the way like you get like a little zit in your nose or in your ear. Oh, that drives me absolutely up the wall.
So I had a zit like on the backside of my ear.
Yeah.
Like up on the top, like right around where my hat sits for working.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that thing got rubbed so I was just like, God, I can't wait till I can just pop this and get it over with.
Yeah.
This hurts so bad.
And then you go to the bathroom and it's one of those ones that just like leaks for like
Ever.
forever. Yeah. Oh, it's like when I had that boil or what have you. Like I'm sure Ty. I mean, you can relate. You're the boil king.
Yeah.
King of the boils
Yeah,
over here.
man. Like you get all that green goo that comes out, and it just smells like death. Like it. Oh,
That doesn't. There's not usually much of that. That comes out first, and it's gross. And
Oh,
you
it's
smell
bad.
it, you're
It's
like,
thick. It's like Elmer's glue.
But there's not
Oh,
a
it's
lot
bad.
of that. It's usually gone real quick, and then there's a bunch of just clear liquid that comes out.
Yeah. That's kind of annoying too, because it just like keeps coming and like it never stops, and it's just like you think you've got it all and you've squeezed it all out, and now you've got like this loose skin dangling, and like there's just pockets of little. It's gross.
I do distinctly remember in high school, like right up here on my cheek.
Yeah.
Like I had some sort of zit or blackhead, and like I kept going at it, and it took like 2 weeks for me to finally get it. But when I did finally like pop it out and everything, there was a fucking like hole. In my face.
Oh yeah. I've had that before. Like yeah,
Like
and
where the pore has been so like swollen, like so puffed out that it's just like it's gonna take me a day to get back to
you could put a standard like
pin. in there.
or like even like a piercing, like
Yeah.
you could put like it's like a gauge, bro. It's like
Yeah.
gauged my neck.
Don't gauge my pores, bro.
Don't gauge my pores. So this actually kind of like comes into something I had down in my notes. I recently learned, and I don't think we talked about this, but I recently learned the British term for Nickelodeon's slime. Did you know that they have a different term over there?
So when you're watching
No.
Nickelodeon in England,
Yeah.
they just dub over slime with whatever English word.
Well, they have like Nickelodeon UK and stuff too, so they have their own programming. So like, I guess it'd probably be the same, like the slime thing, if they were airing the American content. But they absolutely have a different term. I want you to both give me a guess as to what you think the British would call
I
slime.
feel like it's GAK, like GAK.
It's not a bad guess. You're not too terribly far off.
I feel like I remember
But it's
them
better.
saying
It's better
GAK.
than that. It's better than that.
Is it something goofy like trolleywazer or something? Because I can see you Brits doing something like that.
No, but Trolleywazer is
Oh,
good.
hit him with the trolleywazer.
Mhm. No, they actually call it, and it sounds so disgusting to me. They call it gunge.
That's worse than slime. Ugh.
Yeah.
Damn.
Start using this as part of your everyday vocabulary. Just gunge. Gunge. Doesn't it sound way more gross?
It was all gungy. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, you've given the girl the gunge before. You know, you've
Girl left a gunge trail all over me.
Yeah. Gave her a gunger.
Oh, don't. Why would you? Okay, so even in equivalence, why would you give a girl a slimer?
Well, you don't know
Oh, I
about my
slimed her good.
slimed her good. You don't know about my sex life. Oh, I'll get my gunge on if I need to. All right. I did think that was funny though. I learned about it because there's that doesn't really matter how I learned it, but I did learn it this last couple of weeks, and yeah, you got gunged, didn't they? Yeah, you got gunged. Yeah, look at it, he's gonna get the gunge, the green
So wait,
gunge.
when you win a Kids Choice Award, you get gunged.
I think so. I don't know
That's
if they
so
use it
funny,
like
man.
slimed, like in exactly the same way, but I feel like they would. I feel like they would.
I hope British slime is also way grosser than American slime. Like
Yeah.
American slime is timid
It's-
because we're such a litigious society.
It's
British
got, like-
has more texture in it. There's like,
It's,
you
like,
know, it's
grit.
not smooth. It's gritty.
Oh man, so that like when you actually get slimed from like 10 feet up, it fucking hurts.
It's like brown. It's like brown gravy too. It's not even like green. It's like
It's warm too. It's warm.
warm brown
Sweet.
gravy. Yeah,
Green gravy. Yeah.
yeah. So back to what I opened with. This Santana thing is driving me nuts.
Come on, man. Like,
Give me your- give
they
me a
had- I
heart
got some
and make him-
vinyl in there that isn't your standard, like, you know, fucking Rob Thomas bullshit.
Burn it. What is it? What's the
He
other?
was just like a guitar guy, right? He could just like really wail on a guitar, right? So
Sort of, but he's even kind of lame at that. Like he's
he can't wail.
Well, he can wail. It's sort of like Steve. Was it Steve Vai or whatever? Like
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Stevie Ray Vaughan,
No.
him, yeah, and Vi.
Oh.
Both of them kind of play like this boring ass blues, like it's like shut up. No one wants to hear that shit, except apparently my neighbors. Now we've got new neighbors.
no.
We've got new neighbors that moved in a couple weeks back,
Real Santana
and
fans.
oh my god, well they're from Miami, and they're
Well, that doesn't help.
they're loud as shit. Like, you think I'm loud? You think I'm a nuisance in my neighborhood? No. They've got this little house. I think it's only a 2-bed. It's probably a 2-bed, 2-bath, right? Little house. I went by there yesterday. Like, all weekend they've been partying. This whole past weekend, I go by there and on one of my walks, and literally, like, they've got 6 cars outside, and all of them are in the backyard. And all weekend has been like the Santana motherfucking marathon that has like, if I Black Magic Woman one more goddamn time, I'm gonna fucking, I'm gonna start taking the papayas that fall off my tree, start chucking them in the at 'em, like I'm throwing them over the fence. I'm over it. I'm not. No. Anti-Santana.
I'll defend Santana just a little bit, but that's too much Santana.
Too much Santana.
yeah,
You can
that's
do.
too much.
You have a maximum of, and I'm being generous here. You get 3 Santana songs a day. Like you're allowed 3 Santana songs until
Man.
I should be allowed to call the police for noise disturbance or disturbing the peace. You know, I should be able to call the cops for this.
Hello, this is Owen Butler, and my neighbor has played 6 Santana
Santana.
songs today.
And you know
Six.
what? No.
Which album? Tell me which
Yeah,
album.
I don't know. It's
Turn it off.
but at the same time, we are in complete agreement with you, sir. And I bet you they'll show up right away. They know what's up. Any self-respecting lawman is gonna know that you can't be playing 6 Santana songs in a day. No.
Not in this lawful neighborhood.
So Derek, that's the funny thing about this as well, is that when they're not playing Santana, they are playing country music, and it's
Oh,
shit
good mix.
and it's shit country music. Again, they're from Miami. They don't sound super Hispanic. Well, one of their guests does, but the person also has this like one of those voices that just carries for fucking miles. That high pitch, like you sound like a crow, like you sound like some form of a bird that is just squawks. So I've got squawking in Santana and country music, and that's my life now. And you know what? I think they chased off the raccoons. Like the raccoons were like, no, fuck this shit. They were
We don't even want to be here.
We don't
So
even
wait,
want to be here. The
now they're
raccoons
ruining
have some
show
common.
content, so now I do actually have a problem with
Yeah,
this.
I want the raccoons back now. Like the raccoons were a bit of a nuisance, but no. I take the raccoons and the snakes and all the animals that come and try and bum cigarettes off me. I take them all day long over Santana, country music, and this loud bitch that will not shut the fuck up. And they're out there all day. I think they're cokeheads because they were going like. They've not stopped. It's like 48 hours. I mean, there maybe it was a couple hours where they got like a little bit of a sleep, a little bit nappy nap, but they were right.
Maybe they're resting in shift. They're partying, but they're resting in shifts so that the party never stops.
That could be the case. That could
Actually,
be the case.
Owen,
It seems like a good idea, yeah.
when things open back up, can we do the 72-hour party where we just party in shifts?
You know,
and this will test my drinking into a hangover into a
sobriety and then back into drunk again, back in I would be okay with the marathon show like that at some point. Maybe we would do it for charity. But we are not doing it at my house because my wife will kill me. That is a fact.
We'd have to find a neutral party location.
She would party for a little for a while.
Yeah, but I mean we can't do it. No.
Okay, but I think she's probably more of the average party variety, where maybe 4 to 5 hours of partying. That's probably safe. And when we hit like hour 36 of just the party at Owen Butler's house, she's like, no, this is done.
This
Go
is
home,
done.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
God, go away.
I've got work tomorrow. Fuck you. I'm out. I got one more thing I want to talk about before we get to our favorite segment, of course. And it only came to my attention because my buddy Duncan was talking about how he's been selling a bunch of stuff that he doesn't need, and his wife had a sewing machine. She was gonna learn how to sew. She's big into the cosplay thing. She couldn't really get the hang of it, so like, all right, we're gonna sell this sewing machine. So he does one of those like, is it Macari? I think it's Macari. It's like an OfferUp type website,
Okay.
right? It's like one of those. So I don't know, I might be pronouncing it wrong, but either way, he uses one of those, and he has to meet up with this guy, and I think he meets up with him. I don't know if he goes to his place or no. I think he said he met up with him in a parking lot. The old. Meet you at the Walgreens, on the corner of such and such. And yeah, the guy who's, very interested in the sewing machine, buys the sewing machine. Duncan says, like, yeah, this guy is nice enough, but seemed just a little bit off. And then when he popped the trunk of, his car to help him, like, he was going to put it in, the sewing machine in there for him or whatever. In the trunk were a multitude of furry heads. Like the big, like the furry heads that are like,
mascot-esque headpieces.
Yeah, but they're always like kind of creepy and like Asian inspired, like
big eyes.
Yeah. They're always like that, and always have sort of
sounds awesome.
Some suggestive, like, ooh, like I just got butt fucked. Like they always got an expression on their face, like they're like hee ooh. Right.
Well, what do you want? Wait, do you want to be the cosplay as the furry who's like the downer, who's always like,
yeah, the dopey.
Owen would be the angry fox.
I would. You would be probably the derpy one. You would probably have like stoned ass eyes. You'd be just like mad at life.
I'd be like Stony Owl. I'd be like, whoa.
And I'm not trying to kink shame anybody. You do what you want. But I think I'm pretty safe in saying this.
Some of that isn't sexual.
Some of it is, though.
People that wear that shit.
If you're okay, I think that's even weirder. If you're a furry,
it is a little bit weird.
If you're a furry and you're not doing it with the sex part and you're just doing it to do it, you're fucking weirder than the guy that has some weird sexual fetish to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say somehow I can process like you putting on like a goofy costume
Yeah.
to go get laid,
and having
but
like a
if
dick
you're-
hole and having like
Yeah.
you know, like yeah.
because in the end of the day, like, well, you're still trying to go get laid. So at least
Right.
weird things aside, you're
Uh-huh.
still trying to do something that is pretty normal. But if you're just like, I just like to dress up as a fox and hang out with other people,
Yeah,
that for some,
I
you're
like to
right.
crawl around on all fours and just kind of like pretend I'm a cat and like, you know, rub my head with my little paw and things like that. Like, no,
Yeah,
fuck,
then
fuck
that
you.
is
You suck.
just that's a, I don't know why, but that's
Yeah.
a bigger stretch for me.
And it reminded me of the time when I had an encounter. I think I told this years and years ago. I think you must have been on the show, Ty, at this point. But you know,
No one had a furry encounter.
yeah. Do you remember my furry encounter vaguely?
Yeah, I do
So-
remember us talking about it.
It was right. It was when I was in. It was either right. I think it was right after I got out of the band I was in, right? And it was somebody that I had worked with at Universal, an actor, and he was looking for his partner, obviously a gay guy. Not that that means anything, but he was looking for a like he did like commercial jingles or whatever, and he produced them in his house, and he was looking for like a rock style vocal to come in and record some shit. And it was, you know, I was paying a couple $100, so I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll do it, whatever.
Okay.
So I drove around the guy's place, and I'm in his little studio, what have you, and he's like, oh no, maybe I'll try this different guitar. So he wants to maybe try a different guitar or something. He goes in his closet, where I then like it all like at once everything like clicks. I see the furry heads, I see the costumes, and then it's like you start noticing everything else around you in the room. Like there's like these, you know, these pictures of them at you know, like all these conventions, and there he is in like his weird ass like furry suit
What was
or
he?
whatever. He was just like this blue bear thing. I don't really know what to call it, but it would look like it looked like a pedophilia Care Bear.
Oh.
Whoa.
Wait, I mean, Care
Jesus.
Bears were. See, Derek said it way better. A blue space bear, not a
No,
not a
No, you didn't-
pedophilia
you
Care
didn't see.
Bear.
You didn't see it. You didn't see it. It had his like tongue sticking out and everything, and he was like, like
Yeah, but that meant he's just a sexual bear. He didn't. Was he like? But only if you're 12.
Maybe not, but but there is something fucking weird about furries. Let's just be honest. Like, and don't bring me into your furry den without a little bit of warning too. Like, don't bring me in like, hey, by the way, my husband.
This is my bear cave.
This is my. Okay, I'm like, okay, it's a little weird. You call it that, but
You a fan of? Oh, you must be.
oh,
a
the
Chicago
Chicago
Bears fan.
Bears. Yeah, right,
Yeah,
right.
okay, cool.
Yeah. Not
Well, that
exactly.
doesn't look like the Bears mascot. That just looks like a blue pedophilia Care Bear.
Yeah, I don't think I got that gig. I don't. I recorded some stuff, but I don't think they ever used it because I was probably too freaked out, and my performance certainly suffered.
I know that while not on the same line, I think it's kind of funny when you do walk into places where it's like you go somewhere and whatever this area of their house is very specifically set up. Because we've delivered beds.
Back when you were a bed delivery man.
Yeah, back when I was delivering beds on the side. I definitely believe I delivered a bed to like a in apartment like sex dungeon.
I would be. I mean, that's the number one place that would need a bed.
Yeah. They have high turnaround with the.
Yeah,
beds.
they wear them out, man. The average mattress lasts you, 7 years. They say. No. They're going through those
7 months,
like 7
maybe.
months,
If
right?
it's a real bang, I believe my wife just told me she once ran into a furry who was a kangaroo.
You were
She worked with someone who was a furry
Did he-
whose persona was a kangaroo.
Did he? I'm assuming it was a male. I don't know why. Was it a male?
Yep, it was a guy.
Yeah, it's always there's. I think there's more dude furries than chick furries.
So are the chick furries like literal unicorns then? Do they get to just be unicorns?
They might be. I don't know. But I also think like when you see a female like costume furry, 99% there's a dude in there.
Hmm.
That's, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see that.
I bet you. Oh, I bet you that guy made all sorts of weird comments about his pouch. Oh, you want to put things in my pouch?
Oh, why don't you dig around in my pouch?
Yeah. There's lots of candies in my pouch. Why don't you reach in there?
Oh, why you put the candy?
Yeah. I don't know, because he was a kangaroo pedophiliac space bear. I don't know.
They're not all. I'm sure they're not all pedophiles.
Not all, but
The Venn does.
you know, the Venn
There's
crosses
a little-
over a little bit. Otherwise, I mean, you know, it just stands to reason. It stands to reason. What do you?
So, real quick,
What?
before we get the clips, can I tell you guys I've decided I'm gonna become one of those guys. Just always has a gigantic water bottle. with
Yeah.
him.
What are you? Is
If
there
we get in
actually water in there?
Yeah, yeah.
Since
just
when
water
do you
now.
drink water? You hate water.
Good job.
I hate it, but I'm so tired of being drunk all the time. So fucking tired.
Yeah, it gets hard on you after a bit. I would agree. I would agree.
It's been like 17 years. I'm so tired.
Your body's probably like, what is this substance that's going in me? What is? Do you feel
Well,
better?
like-
Do you feel better?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah?
Well, it's because they told me when I got to the new place, they're like, "Yo, man, like, if
You
wanna
can't be
bring, like, a-"
drunk all the time, and you should probably drink water. Yeah.
They said that, but
yeah.
well, they were kind of explicit, like, "Don't show up drunk." And I'm like,
Okay.
okay.
Did they
But
read?
no,
Is that on your resume, Mike? Like, is
Professional drunk.
yeah? It's on your resume.
No, it was just kind of like, "Yo, if you want to." I just noticed that like everybody else had like a water, like brought
Yeah,
in a
all right.
water bottle, and I was just like, well, this probably makes it easier, because oddly enough, and this is weird for me, you can't smoke there.
What? You can't smoke outside?
Not on
On
property,
break?
not in uniform.
You can't walk like 5 minutes away or just walk like nowhere
Maybe,
to go.
but there's no real break.
Oh, gotcha.
It's a kitchen job, so I mean, your break is. I mean, if you work like some crazy, I'm sure if I worked like a double and then had like an hour, I could walk
Right.
somewhere way far away, but like not in the middle of the shift. But that's even cool because like I
Makes
went,
you
like,
smoke less, obviously.
Yeah, I went like 7 hours without a cigarette.
And then when you get one, you're like, whoa, yeah, oh, sweet nicotine. Yeah, you almost pass out. How good it feels. Oh yeah. I know that feeling.
So I mean, like that, it's kind of
Good
nice.
for
Drinking
you.
water, smoking less cigarettes.
Good for you. Good for
New
you.
man.
I've been drinking too much White Claw lately, so Teresa was like, "I'm gonna buy you some fucking like just regular seltzers and see how you do with those. You could pretend they're a White Claw,
Pretend that they're White Claw.
and yeah, and then I'll just go through, 12-pack of fucking goddamn seltzer. Why am I not drunk yet? This sucks." But
Put some vodka in it.
I do want to acknowledge Derek's question. What's everyone's furry persona? What would we be? I mean, we kind of hit on it. Ty, you're saying you'd be Barney the Purple Shinosaur? What's that?
Yep.
What is that?
That's I've been a furry this whole time, but I don't like to talk about it.
I don't know what a Shinosaur is.
I mean, I'm Barney. I'm purple, but I'm also
Shiny.
sparkly. And
Okay.
I'm fucking shiny.
All right.
And my dong is studded and
Studded dong.
What's
yeah,
a dino dong look like?
It's pretty
big.
rad.
It's pretty big.
I mean, it's definitely it's pointier than you would think, but it's also it's still massive. It's wide. It's just at the end. It's almost sharp. It'll get you.
Oh, it have spines. It has spines on it. I imagine it must do. It has like
No,
little.
but it does have like chameleon skin, so it can like change colors and shit. It's kind of rad.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. What are you
Just,
going?
just the dick though.
What are you going with, Mike? I
I'm,
mean, Stoned Owl was pretty good.
I probably would be a bear. 'Cause
Okay.
I really do like bears.
Mm.
So I'd probably be a bear. I'd probably be like red,
A red bear.
like a red, like not like fire engine, but like a deep, like a brick red,
Okay.
like a bear. I'd probably also be really stoned. Like my eyes would always
Yeah,
look like
yeah.
stoned and real bloodshot. I'd also probably want to wear like a hat.
Why? What? Like a cowboy hat?
No, I mean I'd probably have to
I-
figure out.
I
the
like a
hat
bear
situation.
in a cowboy hat though. It's pretty cool.
No, a bear in like a
A
Kangol
sombrero.
hat. No, a Kangol.
A Kangol, like LL Cool J.
Like a little bucket Kangol.
Yeah. I like that.
I'd be a cool stoned bear.
All right.
That's me.
All right. What would I be? I'm having trouble with this one, guys. I mean, I like the anger part. I definitely would be angry something.
I think you could do raccoon.
I could do raccoon. I was thinking panda.
But they're
Angry
so
panda.
dumb.
They are dumb. We've gone over this, but yeah. I mean, I'm not the
Marble.
most intelligent person, but I'm not as dumb as a panda.
What about like an otter? I
Otter?
feel like you could pull off a good otter. You're slim.
Yeah.
Maybe
no.
honey badger don't give a fuck. Owen.
Yeah.
Ooh, angry badger.
Angry badger.
Badger Owen.
I like that. What about a fish? Just
I feel like fish is there's a
generic
lot-
fish. Goldfish. Just a goldfish. Angry
Wait.
goldfish.
So I've always wondered, like with fish, like with if you're gonna play a fish or like wear a fish costume, do you wear the fish like up and down, like vertical,
Or do you wear it? No, you gotta. Yeah, I don't know. That's.
or do you wear it where like your face would be like the same way the fish would be facing?
I think that's probably the more accurate way. I don't know if you've ever seen the episode of South Park where Kyle's dad gets the operation to become a dolphin.
Oh yeah.
So he's like all kind of like stuck together. So it would be like that, you know. Like I think that would be the proper. That would be the proper way to do fish. Otherwise, like what fish is just going around standing straight up, you know?
I'd be a Swedish fish.
Swedish fish.
Ooh.
I
That'd
learned.
be good.
I actually learned that whales sleep. You know, like some whales they'll sleep like straight up and down.
Vertical.
Vertical, yeah.
I've seen that.
Do,
before,
wait
too.
now, do they like control buoyancy so where they like sit in one?
I think
position?
so, yeah.
And, Or
Yeah.
do they like, I guess, nocturne or while they sleep, like just swim just a little bit?
I don't think
That'd
so.
be kind of cool.
I think they're just kind of like, woo, woo, and they just like kind of bob up and down a little bit, which sounds relaxing to me.
Yeah.
It
It's probably
sounds like a pretty
good.
relaxing way to sleep.
Sleep floating.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of dope.
It's like one of those, what are those chamber things that you go in? Those, the floaty chamber? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Sensory deprivation.
Yeah,
that's-
one of them. I still want to do one of those.
I still say we do it as a show.
That would be
Like,
fun.
Go
We
to the
should.
one in We could go to the one in Baldwin, and I want to get.
Record a little bit
high.
before, and
I want
then
to get so high.
and then record after, and yeah, just go over the whole experience. It would be cool to like have headphones go from one tank to the next, and we're all just in there like
Little
with
mics.
microphones, just being like,
You know, kind of
Hey, guys.
really defeating the purpose of
Very
being in
much
a
so.
"Hey, yeah, how's it going in there? You hear about this? You hear this new Santana track? You know, like, you want to check
And
that
actually,
out?
I've figured out a way. We're gonna play it for you right now.
yeah. I got.
Here's the Santana track.
I got my phone plugged in. Wait a minute. Why? You're supposed to leave all that outside of the thing, sir.
You're eating candy too, so you're literally using all your senses.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute. I think you're doing it wrong. Well, I am floating. I mean, it would be cool to just float and do a show.
Float podcast.
Floatcast. Yeah.
They've got to make some sort of like waterproof recording devices that we could just
Well,
floatcast.
I want to do a float cast at some point in my buddy Gina's pool. Like we can hang out there and then just float around and have a recorder on a float, and then as long as
This sounds like a real good way to ruin a bunch of equipment.
yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I'll borrow Tom and Dan's for that one. Like I'll see if they can let me use theirs again. Yeah. Oh, they don't even use it anymore. If it's broke, as long as they just dry it out, they'll be fine. Anyway, you know what I think it's time for?
It's time to bring forth the clip.
Clips. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips. You know
So
we
many
got 'em, baby. Clips.
Yeah, Clips is the time of the show. We take a look at all the random stuff that our good buddy, the Clip Commander Tom, finds for us on the internet. Let me go ahead and pull all this up for you and make sure that Mikey can hear, because we had issues with that. No, we should be good to go. All right.
Yeah.
We're going to do this first one, and it's called Peach Rings, which I know me and Mike, we're big fans of peach rings.
I am as well.
All
Don't
right,
leave me out of
all
that.
right, I didn't know for sure. I didn't want to include you
Actually,
in a peach ring debate without.
Funny thing is, I just finished some peaches, but they weren't peach rings, but they were just the peaches.
A standard peach, like the
Yeah.
fruit.
Yeah, the Haribo peaches.
Oh no! Oh, okay.
Sorry, are you eating Haribo peaches?
Yeah, dog.
Because I am also.
Oh!
Oh
Brother.
wow, I mean, your camera's not on, but I'm assuming you're actually showing us some Haribo peaches right now.
It is. Well, I see it.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the peach ring though, more than I am.
The peach ring is a good.
Yeah. All right, let's check it out. This is called Peach Rings. We've got a shot of a local convenience store here, and we'll see where it goes. Oh, look at this man. Very clearly not green screened, and terribly green screened.
It's charmingly green screen.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. He's walking through the store looking for what he wants.
I think I'm just gonna get some candy.
All right. Let's go get some candy.
Hey man, what's up? Put your items on the counter and hand me your credit card.
Oh.
Credit.
Card.
I like putting things that are totally terrible choices of things that you're buying on credit. By the way, it is actually when I was really poor, I used to feel like such a piece of shit. I'm like 3 packs of cigarettes and let me get
A suitcase
of
of
beer and maybe I'll get some peach rings myself and throw those debit or credits or credit.
I don't want it to come out right now.
Okay man, you're all set. Remember, you can have a great day if you make it a great day. Bye-bye.
Okay, that guy is
This is awful.
This guy is a fine actor. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh.
Peach rings.
Oh. He does not like peach rings, apparently.
What a fool. The fuck?
Now there's a wizard,
Peach
man.
rings. It's so delightful. It's made of peaches. Well, you already paid money for it. You're not gonna eat it? That's a waste of money. Come on. What? Easy to open with any hammer. Open it with a hammer.
I do not
This
think that
is
is
stunning.
this-
I'm into it.
Yeah, I'm kind of into it too.
This is some art house film I didn't know I needed.
I know, right?
Go with the peach rings.
Oh!
Oh, he's finally got in it. He's eating the peach rings.
Wait, does he like them or doesn't he like
I
them?
don't know. I don't think he liked them. There you go. That was speed
That
drinks.
was awesome.
I
Okay.
definitely needed to see that.
Yeah.
We'll move on from that. I don't know how you top that clip, but this one is called "My Girlfriend Acts Like a Dog," and I like it. Love,
Whoa.
don't judge. That's the whole name of the clip. Let's go. I mean, this might be kind of like a furry thing.
This is Lorenzo.
Hey,
He
Lorenzo.
fell in love with
Oh, Lorenzo, good-looking guy, and his lady, you know, very attractive.
Jenna.
I
Jenna.
think my favorite thing about Jenna is her ability just to embrace who she is as a puppy.
Okay. All right. Ty, I know you. I sensed it. I know we have this boner connection. I sensed it. I could feel it from here. I got the tingle in the back of my neck, and my ear kind of wiggles whenever you get a boner.
So
You
far,
know
so
that.
good. But the problem is, like, 2 years down the road from now, and you're like, God damn it, do you have to do this right now?
Yeah, exactly.
Puppy play is extremely important in my relationship.
Yeah.
That's
Puppy
where a lot
play.
of like my love languages lie.
Despite
my
living
God.
a puppy dream, this canine couple have had to deal with some harsh judgment.
I definitely do get a lot of hate. This person is just
Dude.
absolutely
Dude.
beautiful.
This motherfucker straight up put a collar on her and is taking her for a walk.
Dude.
What?
Listen, if, like I would love to do that just for the fun of the absurdity of it, but like,
It's a hard sell to walk your girlfriend
Yeah.
around on a leash.
Dude,
and she,
do we
because she-
break ties sexually? Finally, there's something that even crosses the line for him.
No, I'd probably be into it.
Yeah, you would.
He says it's like,
Listen.
oh, it's so absurd, but not too absurd.
Listen, she is in her dog play mode right now. She will not respond to you, but this is her. Like,
Okay.
this isn't me. She's
Uh-huh.
commanding me to walk her.
All right.
It's her
I'm actually the
empowerment.
sub in this relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's definitely okay. Fine.
Like out of their mind.
When we're in public, it can be a little bit embarrassing at times.
It's taking her to the goddamn dog park where he
why?
takes her off the
She-
leash.
Is she gonna sniff some dog butt? Do you think she's
Probably.
gonna
Oh,
do
please
it?
don't. Please don't.
Sniff that dog butt.
I met Jenna at a
Texas.
photo shoot last year. We sort of clicked almost right away on set.
After they met,
All right, what sort of fucking photo shoot was this that
Yeah,
you fucking
yeah.
weirdos were at?
there was one thing that Jenna had to make sure Lorenzo was on board with.
So I started first pretending that I was a puppy when I was really, really little. I would ask my mom to play with the dogs with me, so I would just be one of the dogs. And my parents always asked,
She's hot.
Yo, she's like that good thick. Right
She
there,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's thick,
Well,
thick.
plus this has got to be awful for her knees. My.
Oh
God.
yeah. Ooh,
Like, no offense, they're gonna have to put her down after a couple years because her back legs are gonna be lame.
this is. Oh, Derek makes a good point. All I can think about is how her pants get ruined from walking on all fours.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. Do you buy like padded leggings to show off that donk booty you got?
She should. I mean, why not?
Damn well.
This is a mental condition, surely. This can't be healthy, right? Like, no one can convince me that this is healthy. This is fucking weird.
I don't know, man. It seems pretty healthy.
All right, here we go.
when I was gonna grow out of it. But I never did.
Jenna lives a puppy lifestyle and had to make sure Lorenzo would be the right
Oh,
owner
you little
for
beggar
all her puppy
bitch.
needs.
Oh, do you
When
get to
I
like
first
swap her
told him
with a
about
new
this, he didn't shy away at all. He just was like, okay, cool. Like, so what do I need?
I mean, I was thinking about getting a dog anyway, and now I guess I could just like fuck you, and I'll have a dog. So it's
Looking
like,
for a girlfriend.
Okay,
best,
looking for a
best
dog.
two birds, one stone. Yeah.
How far do you take this? Because like I was raised, you don't feed dogs human food. So if you stand there and beg all you want, but
Yeah,
dogs
yeah.
gotta,
Bitch,
dogs
your
gotta
bowl
eat
of kibbles
dog
over
food.
here.
Like, how far do you take this? She's like, oh, I want to be a puppy. Until I'm like, hey, bro, you didn't listen. Pat, like,
Yeah.
here's a little swat.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
To do?
Or, oh, crater? Oh, man.
So
Created
puppy play
instant-
really was something that I've learned a lot of from Jenna. Some of her needs and feelings are very similar, to having a puppy, which I've never personally have had, but it's something that I feel that I personally love embracing.
This is Ty's dream girlfriend. I know it. I know this is Ty's dream girlfriend.
I don't know if dream is the right word, but I am mesmerized and yeah, I'm into it.
Puppy play is extremely important in my relationship. That's where a lot of
look
my
at her.
my love languages lie. It's very important to get a lot of praise, a lot of, good job, you're doing great, good girls.
Yeah, I asked for that
What
too,
I
but I
like
just tell
about-
people like, hey, can you just when I do a good job, just say, hey man,
Yeah,
solid job, buddy.
solid job. Good job. Way to go.
Being a dog is the bond between, that one special person, your owner, and yeah, the day-to-day, mannerisms of a dog that they have, I like to be very carefree. I like not...
All right, now that's where I would draw the
Oh,
line.
yeah.
I'm like, come
What
on.
are you digging? Now!
Yeah, get the fuck off. Stop digging holes in my goddamn backyard. I can't have that.
And you're ruining these leggings, which I'm sure cost.
Yes.
They're not cheap.
No.
having, a choice because it makes life so much easier.
Dirty.
This is probably where I feel the safest at home. It's kind of like my den.
This is, by the way, for those of you just listening on audio, it's a straight up
It's a
doggy
dog crate.
cage. It's a dog crate. It's a dog crate. Yeah.
It's like my area that I can retire to and know that I'm safe and, no
safe
one
spot,
can
yeah.
get me.
The first time I saw the
Don't
cage,
put the dog
I
toys in your
was
mouth.
I was sort of shocked. I mean, it was a lot bigger.
You were sort of shocked. You were sort of shocked.
Sort of.
Okay. Yeah. This guy's way too chill about all this.
And I thought, but once it was set up and I saw just how happy she was and comfortable, she really looks good and happy, and I think it makes her a great addition to the room.
Showing their puppy love on social media has led to people questioning
Puppy girl
roles in the
Jenna
relationship.
_official.
Some of the most negative
Ty, I
comments-
know you've already. Ty is
Yeah.
looking this up on Instagram as we speak. I know it. I know it.
Intently following.
It's probably just people saying that I'm crazy. This person is just
Yeah.
absolutely mental, out of their mind. A lot of people have said, are you being held against your will? Is he forcing you to do this? Blink twice if you're okay. I know myself that I'm not hurting anybody.
I like how her head is always by his dick.
Perfect spot.
She doesn't.
D-height.
She doesn't try to bite it, does she?
Look at that booty.
I was gonna say she does have a booty and a half.
She does. Yeah.
But I'm sure it's from walking around on all fours.
Yeah. I wonder if that's a technique. Yeah.
What if we figure that out and then we become the trainers who are like, you
Yeah.
have to be walking around on all fours to get that perfect sculpted booty.
Again, I don't know if my wife's gonna sign up for me doing that type of job. I don't know if that's gonna work.
I'm not in trouble. I'm just kind of living my life out on the internet, and with that comes a lot of judgment.
I try to comfort her and let her know that there may be
I'm a fucking
minority of
weirdo,
people
too.
that feel a certain negative way about you, but you still have me that do care about you and love what you do. We're gonna go to the park, and I'm thinking we'll get some usual shots of you walking on a leash, take some video, some photos. But what if we throw a frisbee and you catch it
In my mouth?
in your mouth? That's right. And if you
Oh,
catch it in
bust
your
your
mouth, you know what
teeth
you
out.
get, right?
Oh no! Check out the video where she's getting the flip flop on IG. Oh geez. Oh, I don't know if I want to do that.
Do I get a treat?
Yes,
I get a treat?
Yes. Only if you catch it. Are you ready to go?
Yes.
All right.
I'm
Let's
ready.
go. Sit. Sit.
She was already sitting, you jackass.
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go.
He likes this Dom thing though too, right? That's gotta be it. He likes it.
So going to the dog park is
Oh man.
obviously one of my favorite things.
Dog parks are so gross.
When we're in public, I can see how it can be a little bit embarrassing at times.
Yeah.
There's weirder things out there, like a girl pretending to be a dog isn't really the weirdest thing. I think just for a lot of people, it's new to see it in the way that she does it. I don't find it weird.
I would say Lorenzo's the best owner that I could ever ask for. He cares for me. I feel like
I
I
think this is all a put on now. I think this is all just for the Instagram.
Yeah.
That's
100%.
all it is. That's all it is, isn't it?
Maybe, I don't know.
With the shelter.
I want to give her that attention when she needs it, make her feel safe, and just overall see her happy and playful.
All right.
There you go.
I want to love this and not judge it, but well, I mean, you know how we are.
Yeah, fuck furries.
I'm gonna judge it.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. It's definitely weird. Definitely weird.
Gonna search Pornhub later.
God.
Jenna puppy girl. Dude, if there's not a Jenna puppy girl OnlyFans already,
Oh,
you know there is.
Yes, there's gotta be. There's gotta be.
Mega tuna Spanish style.
Okay. So
what?
Yeah, we're going. Is there next?
It was just
clip?
so. It just started so abruptly. Like no lead in. No, it's just mega tuna.
Well, it's an advertisement. I don't know what country this is from. But no, I don't think it is. I think this is like Taiwan or something, and they're advertising as Spanish style. Yeah.
Big flake.
This is we'll start it over here. It looks like a can of cat food or dog food. This chick's about to open. Pour it on her
Mega
rice.
tuna Spanish style. Big flakes. No extenders.
Yeah.
Rich flavor.
It's so rich. Yeah,
Mega tuna.
All right,
Put my tuna in you, girl.
Chick's really digging this, whatever this product is. Now there's also a gecko on the
And
ceiling.
a lizard who also wants some mega tuna.
Yeah. Okay, now everything's going in reverse. Wait a minute. Oh, and now she is. What the hell just happened? Okay, so now it went in reverse, and now her and the lizard have switched places, and the lizard's about to eat the mega tuna.
Mega tuna, Spanish style.
Style Spanish tuna mega. Flakes big. Extenders no. Flavor rich.
There was
Tuna
definitely
mega. Chinapsayats. Mega tuna. Maiinggit sila sa sarap.
Wow. I don't even know. I don't know.
There
what
were
to
drugs
say.
involved in that.
I don't know what to say about that commercial.
I want to be on those drugs.
Yeah, whatever happened.
I do actually kind of want to try this too.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not as against it as I was. You know,
it looks kind of good.
Does actually.
Listen, if this is a 100% real mega tuna commercial, please send me a case, mega tuna. I'll pay. I'll pay.
Yeah, big flakes.
All right.
Big flakes.
Moving on
Rich
to
flavor.
okay. This is gonna be interesting. The next clip is called "Dudes on Top of Dudes," in parentheses, "Dudes on Top." I am scared to play this, but we're going for it.
This is gonna get us kicked off Twitch.
Well, we're about to find out.
Yeah, man. Seems like every day there's news about a guy doing something really bad. Now everyone's down on dudes. I just wanted to let young men like myself know there's hope out there. And one day soon, we'll be back on top.
Dudes on top of dudes on top of dudes on top of dudes on top. Dudes on top of dudes on top of dudes on top of dudes on top. Dudes on top of dudes on top of dudes on top of dudes on top.
I like it. I think this is good. This is my new favorite band.
Go
And
for dudes on top of dudes.
and I appreciate their message that they're coming back. Like, dudes are coming back. Like, there's gonna be some good dudes out there.
Dudes on top of dudes on top of dudes on top of dudes on top.
It's really rough being a teenager. So many emotions, and now you've got the media and women telling you how bad your gender is. I'm just here to tell you, keep your head up, guys. There's still a lot of things you can accomplish, like investing in Bitcoin or bowling over 200. Don't pay attention to the magazines and the CNN's reporting all the negativity on men. Women do shitty things too, like always telling you to get a better job and stop eating so many donuts.
Dudes on top of dudes on top of dudes on top of dudes on top. Dudes on top of dudes on top of dudes on top of dudes on top. Dudes on top of dudes on top of dudes on top of dudes on top. Dudes on top of dudes on top of dudes on top of dudes on top.
What are your thoughts, guys? I mean, it's pretty good so far, and now it looks like
I
we're
like
gonna
it.
we're gonna get some real shredding going on. I think.
Yeah, it's definitely entertaining, man. Yeah.
Although
It's good.
the rant about like how everyone's telling us dudes are pretty shitty, I feel like I've heard that rant before, and that guy,
Usually, yeah, is shitty.
He's probably
Yeah.
shitty.
Yeah, that's the thing about that one. I mean, that's pretty epic.
Yeah.
good Fred.
I'm not sure it needed the chorus again. Like
So
I feel,
many dudes.
I feel like I've heard
Probably
it.
could have killed it right after that last one.
Yeah, probably could have. All right, cool Viking at the end. I'm in. All right,
Okay.
there you go. There you go. Let's do this one right here. I tried to make a what is it? Something. I tried to make a motivational internet video. All right. This guy's making a motivational video there. All right. Throw it away. Oh. Peace and happiness and love. Come. All right. You can't get rid of cum. Oh, no, it's on its own.
no.
There you go. There's that one. I like
That
that.
was
one.
That the whole thing?
That was good. Yeah, that was
That was
good.
good.
It was a good little short sketch. Now, this next one and last one that we have for the evening, we'll play a little bit of. I'm sure everybody by now is kind of familiar with this dude, but he is fun. I always forget his name. You guys might know it though when I play it. Excuse me. This one's I'm a Flamingo live.
I'm hopping all around. I'm a
Mark
pampered.
Ribley.
Thank you.
I'm walking all around. Better drink some Wawa.
Not a fan.
I'm just flamingo. I'm coming on your shoreline. Here I go. I'm gonna peacefully drink. Yo, I'm slowly creeping up to your front yard. Nothing threatening here. I'm just a flamingo. I'm a flamingo and I'm coming up to you. Oh, is that your child? I'm gonna rip out his motherfucking
Drop it.
eyeball. I'm
Drop
gonna
it.
rip out his goddamn eyeball. I'm a flamingo. I'm a rip out your eyeball.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this guy.
Yeah, like he's annoying for a while, but if you like the longer you watch it, the more you're like, all right, keep doing this ridiculous shit you're doing because apparently people like it, and I don't know. I get mad when I see it for like the first 5-10 seconds, and then after that I'm like, yeah, okay,
He wears
this
you
is time to
down.
jam.
He wears
This
you
time
down.
to jam.
Yeah. I'm kind of with you. And it's stream of consciousness a lot of the time. Like I don't think it's supposed to be good, you know.
No rules
here, I eat vagina, then I fly away. Flamingo, goddammit, I don't care. I live by these rules, and it's truth or dare, baby. It's a lawless nation for the flamingo.
Turn it back up. Drop it.
I got a thirst for blood, got a thirst for blood, got a thirst for blood. I'm gonna come and get you. I'm a flamingo.
Where's he from? Is he a Brit?
Nowhere.
Is he
No,
a
I don't
Brit?
think so.
No?
He's an American guy.
Yeah.
See, okay, so when I first saw it, I was like, oh snap, he's like working, because like the first couple times I saw him, it wasn't this extreme. Like he was just like working the loop pedal and like, you know, doing some minor vocals.
Yeah, and that can be very impressive.
Yeah, I was impressed with that. But when it flipped that switch and the tip happened where he started just doing like the wild stuff and like
Overly absurd for the sake of it.
yeah, and that's where it got me. I'm like, now you're just doing this because like now you're just doing it to be absurd.
Mhm.
And that's where like it's cool, it's fun. Like I don't hate it, but like it gets to be way too much really quick, and I'm just like,
I can see
nah.
that. I can see that. All right.
I'm gonna
That's
come
fair.
and get your ass. It's flamingo time. I'm time to eat a little snack. Yo, your snack is mine. The snack is your person. Your human body is my appetizer. Then for dinner, I think I'm gonna do croutons and maybe a light baby spinach.
Yeah, I get it.
Clips. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips.
I do respect the robe and the underwear though. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, like
He
a go-
doesn't do that all the time, but he does it a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a robe man.
Love a robe.
I'm big on a robe. Do you have a good robe?
I got my dude robe.
I know you got your dude robe, but do you have a good robe, Mike? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I ever showed you mine.
Hey.
Mine's like a fleece robe, right? And it's got the hood, full sleeves and hood. I got a hoodie.
I want the hood.
A hoodie robe. It's a good way to go, man. It's a good way to go. It's what do you call those things? Like what does Harry Potter wear? I mean, because that's I
Like
guess
a cloak.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. It's like you got a
I want a
cloak
cloak.
on. Yeah, it's cloaky, and you can sit outside with no underwear or just nothing on underneath.
Naked.
Like, you can sit naked completely with your robe on. I do that.
See, I have to be careful when I do that because the space where I smoke my cigarettes.
Yeah.
When I do go out there in just the robe, like nothing
Mhm.
on, I'm prone to crossing my legs when I smoke.
Yeah. And
And
then
that
your
will
balls will hang out at the bottom and then
whole
open it up. Yeah.
B&B.
You do have to be very tactful of how you do it. That's for sure. And it's easy to forget that type of thing from time to time, you know? Yeah.
But this is coming from Mr. Helicopter himself, so if it hangs out a little bit, just prepping the blades.
Just prepping it up, getting it ready. Prepping the blades. Jesus. You guys want to take a few minute break?
Yes.
Yeah, let's take a few minute break. We'll come back and yeah, we'll do another segment in just a second. I want to bring up a couple of interesting things, and one of them being something I found out about Frankie Muniz from Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh boy.
And I learned some stuff about him that I think you guys are going to find pretty interesting. I also want to maybe touch on, should I rent my car out to people? And I want to touch on that. Apart from that, we'll do our regular thing, and things will definitely get weird in the second segment. But boys, what do we say when we get out of here for the first? Fuck your dreams. Be right back.
go wax him up late.
welcome back to the second segment of the Oh No Radio Show.
The Deuce.
We like to say things get a little bit weird. Yeah. Ty, I thought you were actually gonna. You made it back after Mikey made it back, and Mikey took a deuce. Like
I busted a quick deuce.
Dude,
I made it back before both of you, and
neither
then
of
I
us were
excused
here.
myself for a brief second. I was
okay.
right over there.
Were you busting a deuce as well?
No,
Not
he was
in my room.
He was
That would be a
jerking
bad
off
idea.
in the corner. We know that. We know
Had to
that.
wax my blades.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that the name of the show? Wax my blades.
Wax my blades.
Wax my blades.
Well, definitely second segment gonna get weird because I'm bringing back a treasure from the past.
Okay. Oh boy.
Sour grape for Loco.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
And I feel like I missed out on the Four Loco train, and that's probably a good thing.
I never.
But-
I mean, I never had one when they had like all the caffeine and stuff in them. Like
I
That was
did.
painful. I did too. Well, I tried.
Oh,
it one time,
I
but-
loved it. I used to, bro. I could get like halfway through the third one and be so completely blackout drunk. But there's so much like caffeine and energy in it that you go for like 2 hours blacked out.
Jeez.
And then I would come to and things would still be happening and I'd still be like full party. And I'm like, what the fuck's been going?
What did I do? How many times did I helicopter?
Dude, you would get the time warp every time.
Yeah,
And
this
that's
is
why
a
it's not
reason why they probably took it off the shelves.
They probably
Just
cited
saying.
me specifically.
Yeah. It's called the Mike B amendment. Like the.
It can no longer be energy laden alcohol drinks.
Back to wax my blades. Doesn't it sound like something like a Southern gentleman would say? Like,
I'm gonna go wax my blade.
No. Well, that wax my blades. Like, oh dearie me, wouldn't you wax my blades? Yeah.
It also sounds like it could be like when you get angry, like that really waxes.
Oh,
my
it
blade."
waxes my blades. Yeah. I still
No
don't
one
really.
waxes my blades.
Yeah.
Yep, that one.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah. I like wax my blades. Still don't really know what it means, but I think it can mean whatever you want it to mean.
I think so, but I think we originally pseudonymed it for
Masturbation. Yeah. Speaking of masturbation, you guys hear
Why?
you guys hear what Frankie Muniz is up to lately?
So this is what the
Sponsors, call in. Please sponsor us now. Masturbation talk.
Yeah, not even. I just I didn't really have a segue for that one, so I just threw Frankie Muniz's name. It's nothing to do with masturbation at all.
Oh.
So
okay.
what's Muniz into?
Okay, so Muniz, I didn't know anything about this, but I just learned recently.
Scientology.
No.
Big.
It's kind of it's sad actually.
Culty?
It's a little sad. He is almost exactly my age. I think he's just a few months older. So he's I think just turned 35, and this was written when last year, and he's like 34 and all this sort of stuff, right? So he obviously had like his child career with Malcolm in the Middle.
And those Cody Banks movies.
Yeah, he had the Cody Banks. He was in Big Fat Liar and My Dog Skip.
Oh, that was a sad one, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so. He ended up. He was making, good money doing the Malcolm in the Middle stuff, especially too once that gets syndicated and all that. That was a big show. And Malcolm.
I love it. It's a good show.
Oh, it's a good show. It's a very good show. So after Malcolm in the Middle wrapped, he decided to take a step away from acting to focus on being a full-time race car driver.
Oh.
So he a race car driver.
Okay.
So that's where that's
If
part
that's
of
where
this.
your passion lies, dog. Go do it.
All right, you got that Muniz money, so
Yeah.
you decided to become a race car driver.
I looked him up, and he's still worth about $40 million.
Whoa, go!
Yeah. He's 30 to 40 million. Is
Wait.
what the Malcolm in the Middle money gave him.
Did he stay little? He's a small dude, isn't he?
Yeah, he's probably Elijah Woodish. Sort of
Hold
like
on. I'm gonna look this up.
he's a little dude. It's like when I met Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter. He's tiny.
Yeah.
You know, he's tiny. Paul
Frankie
McCartney's
Muniz-
tiny. Paul McCartney's tiny. Just very.
Frankie Muniz is 5'5".
Yeah, he's a little dude. He's a little dude.
He still looks young as all hell.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's not really aged a bit. He hasn't aged a bit. So he had in 2009, Muniz suffered terrible injuries from a crash and then put a stop to racing. So I don't know if the crash was a result of this, but something happened to him, and he's got a medical condition that I'm gonna tell you here. And okay, here it is. What disease does Frankie Muniz have? Muniz suffers from transient ischemic attacks, and former child star has been in and out of hospital and admitted to suffering at least 15 of these attacks. He had his first concussion while he was 7 years old while playing goalie in a soccer game. Muniz, first up, who's putting that little kid in the goal? Like, that's just irresponsible coaching and just poor coaching in general. Like,
when you're little, everybody else is littler.
Yeah, but still, like, he's that little. Like, I can imagine he was probably smaller than the other kids. You want the tall kid to be in goal. Like, that's just makes sense. Anyway.
Okay, so here's the thing. I looked up transient ischemic attack.
Right.
Is a temporary period of symptoms similar to those of a stroke.
Mm-hmm.
The TIA usually only lasts a few minutes and doesn't cause permanent damage, often called a mini stroke. They say it's usually a warning, but it's basically like you lose blood flow to your brain.
Exactly. He's been suffering from these like his whole life, but had basically a real bad one in 2012. He quotes it as, I feel like I was getting stabbed in the head, the worst headache you could ever think of. I couldn't see anything, Muniz told People in December 2012. Now, because of this, like he had that car accident in 2009, really bad one, gave up his race car driving dream, but he now suffers from severe memory loss and basically doesn't remember filming or doing anything with really Malcolm in the Middle, like little bits and pieces, little bits of of his acting career, but basically knows nothing, and barely, and kind of he's even forgotten about his like race car driving shit. So imagine having all this money. This is where I'm getting to. Imagine having all this money, having all these experiences, like that like make life what life is. Like, not to get too like existential with it, but this kid, think about it, like he can't, it's kind of that what's that movie, Memento? It's kind of Memento-ish in a way, right? Like,
where you don't remember anything day to day.
You don't remember anything. Like, I think it's more like the long-term like stuff from the past that he can't remember. I think he can remember day to day, but you've had all these awesome experiences about being a child actor, making millions, being on red carpets, enjoying that, the celebrity, like, I mean,
could you imagine living in his perception? You're like chilling on the couch, maybe you smoked a J, I don't know. And hey, look, a rerun of Malcolm in the Middle comes on. What the fuck is this?
That's me?
I didn't do this shit. What the fuck is this?
I think he's a little bit more aware of his situation than that. Like, he knows he did.
That would be trippy as all.
Yeah. It must be. I mean, it's, I would want to, if I think I was in his position, try and watch everything and try and like maybe get those, jog the memories of stuff or what have you. But it's when I read about the story, when I heard about it, it just kind of made me sad, like having all these awesome, amazing life experiences. I mean, then becoming a race car driver, like had a real go. Like, I know he spent a ton of money. He tried to become a race car driver. I seem to remember him even being on Top Gear UK back in the day, like when he was getting into it. Like that jogged my memory. And it all makes sense, obviously. But to like go through all that, have that crazy experience, and to now probably not remember a ton of it. So,
Nah,
it is kind of a curse. Like, what do these, like, all these accolades, these experiences mean if you can't even remember them, right?
Man, imagine it, Owen. You're $30 million. You have no reason to know why. That's kind of a cool feeling. Like, just an anonymous millionaire for no reason.
It says
I would just start doing things to forget them. I'd start doing
yeah.
crazy stuff just because I knew it won't stick.
I don't know if that's the way to go about it, but he did do Dancing in the Stars in 2017, and it said it almost feels like it wasn't me. It makes me a little sad, Muniz added. Things pop back into my mind that I should have remembered. I've gotten to do anything that I really wanted to do, but the truth is I don't remember much of that. Like, that's gotta suck.
Damn it, Muniz.
43.3 million celebrity net worth says he's worth. And, he was making, by the end of the show in Malcolm in the Middle, he was making, guess what he was making per episode? He started at $30,000 an episode. And by the end in 2006, what do you think he was making?
$500K?
174. But yeah, I mean, 174,000 an episode is kind of, that's pretty good for a kid his age.
So you remember the end of the theme song, right? Where it just goes,
Life is
unfair. Yes, suck it, Muniz.
Yeah, suck it, Muniz.
Life is unfair, bitch.
Here's the end of this story. He's got now, I think, 2 kids. He's married.
Doesn't remember them.
Married, yeah. Yeah, I made that joke the other day when I was talking about it with Teresa, actually. It's just like, oh, imagine that. Like, oh, we have kids? Fuck. Like, and then his wife is this chick named Paige Price. I don't know if she's an actor or not.
Wouldn't matter. He won't remember.
Yeah, and he also doesn't matter. He has a business now. Okay, what is Frankie Muniz doing now? A few years ago, Muniz bought a small specialty shop called Outrageous Oils and Vinegars in Arizona.
Oh man, that sounds awesome. I hope he's successful in this venture.
In 2019 interview with the Arizona Republic,
olive oil, dog.
He explained what his daily schedule is like. My day this morning started at 6 a.m. getting up to go to the restaurant depot to get products that we needed. He said then I got here early to start filling bottles and to make sure all the shelves were stocked. We're not
It gets
just
a little cloudy after that, but then I clock out at 5 and
yeah, he clocks out at 11 a.m. after he's done the morning prep, and then just goes home and watches reruns of Malcolm in the Middle.
Life
I just want to remember.
We seal everything.
I bet he skips the opening title.
It's a lot of work, but it's really rewarding when people come in and rave about the product. So yeah, he's all about his outrageous oils and vinegars. And
I'm a fan of oils and vinegars.
I am
too.
Yeah.
But if I was child actor, race car driving, now I'm
olive
oil.
Like that first part
Don't
about
Sam.
that first
You
part
said a
about
good
how his day starts pretty much starts kind of a bit like Mikey B's, minus the violently shitting and like the things he has to do to get out of bed, But then, my day gets started, 6 a.m., run up to the restaurant depot, get the stuff I need, like, it's not too...
I used to do that.
Yeah.
It used to, when I worked for the Flats, towards my last store, once the COVID hit, it's like a couple days, somebody had to go to the restaurant depot, and it usually somehow seemed to be me, the one guy without a car. But... So yeah, I would end up at the restaurant depot. The cool thing about those places is, Ty, you're chewing on Mike.
Yeah. Get it together.
Look at Mikey B.
Get it together.
Look at this motherfucker right now. I'm sorry my Werther's is chewing in your ear.
Mikey B, who eats fucking gummies on every show and talks like this. Yeah.
Gummies don't crunch.
Yeah. They're make you sound like...
Sounds
marble
like a mean
mouth.
Pussy.
Yeah, I don't know what it sounds like. That's not. I mean, if that's okay, maybe you should. I don't know. You have fun with it. But I'm just thinking 5'5". Like Teresa, I think is 5'4", my wife. So Ty, think about how you're 6'9".
Yeah, man.
That's like, man, that is a considerable amount taller. That is, that's
Ty's
like,
race car and Frankie Muniz's race car, different sizes.
yeah.
Just how it is.
Ty's race car is also called Bong Hit.
But it goes real fast. It's just,
He's
it
got
just
like
takes
one
a
of the,
second to go real fast.
He's got like one of the top fuels, that a lot of smoke. That's why they call it Bong Hit.
Oh,
and it's got the Van Wizard painted right on the side.
Yes.
Derek wants the show to be named Gummies Don't Crunch, but I like wax my blades. I don't know. I'm thinking we're waxing the blades tonight. That's just kind of my
Wax
general
my
thing.
blades every night.
Gotta wax.
Somebody's got to wax. They ain't gonna wax themselves.
So I think I'm gonna put my car on this Toro website. You know,
is this just to make money?
Yeah,
Bro, somebody's gonna be like doing bong hits.
Yeah.
In your car.
Yeah.
You get arrested, bro. That's how this is gonna happen.
No.
They don't background check these people.
It's like Airbnb, but for cars. And then I could just put my car up there. It says I can make up to $33 a day renting my car.
Oh, great.
And then
that's bullshit.
But then I don't have to get rid of my car. I could still keep it. And then, you know, like I'm not using it that much. I was thinking of selling it because I'm not using it that much.
So
but now I'm thinking now I can rent it. And I don't know. I'm
right.
You know, I got to clean it out. I gotta, you know.
$33 a day.
Uh-huh.
What are you renting it? 5 days a week?
Yeah, maybe 4.
So yeah, you're looking at like $130.
Yeah.
$130 a week.
Yeah.
That would make your. I mean, if you still have a car payment. Like,
I do, and my car payment is cheap. So like, I'd cover it easily within 2 weeks.
2 weeks of
2
service?
weeks. Yeah. I could cover that itself for 2 weeks, and then the rest,
Well, I mean,
you know,
if
some.
If you manage it properly, and like they are pretty careful about who rents the cars.
Yeah.
I've seen this service before.
Do
you get to track it? Like, would you be able to track
where my car is and everything?
I think so.
I feel like because like they
Yeah,
would have
like-
to have the app or something, so it would be through the app. Like
I would imagine if I was the app company, like, okay, while you're in this rented car,
you have to have your phone
on, and it has to have the app open. Like, can't like shut the app down, like, because I mean that'd be just such an easy way for people to like. Again, unless they do some serious like information collection when you go to rent these cars.
Yeah, I don't know. I need to look into it more. But Derek's asking you'd have to change. He says you would have to change your insurance, and what I was looking at is that no, like the actual driver, like because of the service, it's like the service and the driver, like it like takes over the auto insurance at that point or something. Like there's some agreement or within the agreement that.
They are the insurance.
They're
provider
then the
during
response.
rental.
Yeah, during the rental.
Okay.
And if that's the case, then I'd be a little bit more inclined to do it because yeah, absolutely, like that can get real fucking dicey.
But again,
I don't know.
like,
I guess I just got to look more into it.
I would want to see the insurance plan from their side. Like,
yeah,
okay, what's this actually gonna like? If I get in an accident, like, are you guys going to be adamant about getting this fixed, or is this just going to be like whatever, we'll get to it like when we get to it?
Or if I rent my car to somebody and my brakes don't work and the person dies, and then like, am I on the hook for that person then? You know, like, there are a lot of questions. There are definitely a lot of questions.
I guarantee there's some sort of maintenance plan you'll have to adhere to, or they will make you adhere to by just doing the maintenance for you, basically.
I don't know.
Or they'll make you go to like suggested mechanics.
That's a good point. They could probably,
I'm pretty sure.
yeah, they would probably make you do that. But yeah, I'm curious about it because if it can make me an extra few bucks and like.
Well, especially like you said, if
I'm not using it that much and it covers itself, then
in 2 weeks, and the other 2 weeks you could either not rent it, or B, rent it and just pocket, use that for beer money, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, Derek's asking, are you going to be selective of who drives it? I mean, of course. No furries. No furries are getting in there.
You gonna rent it to
Asian people? Maybe. I don't know. I heard they're bad drivers. I'll have to look. I heard
I
that.
was gonna say the fairer sex.
Oh, the women's?
Notorious for
Bad driving. Yeah. No, because I actually think, they would be. No, I've seen the way they treat women's restrooms. I probably wouldn't. You know, no. I don't think women are allowed to rent mine. Maybe
only business men.
Yeah, business. Yeah, that's how I rent my 2013 Sentra too. Is the highest class of individual, the business men. Yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna get.
He needs to show up in a blazer.
Yeah.
He could wear jeans, but he would have to wear pointy shoes if he wore jeans.
I prefer it if he's got like if he's a little older and he's got like that cool wavy gray hair. You know, like a little longer. Yeah, a little longer. You know, like he's like cool businessman. Like he's been around the block.
Does he show up in shades?
Yeah.
He does, but he fairly quickly takes them off of his face and puts them on his. He doesn't have a tie on. He's wearing a nice, like
button
dress shirt, but he puts it where a tie would be. Puts it on the front of his shirt.
I would hope he would do the power move where not at the top one. Like he picks like one button down.
He might do that.
Fuck
Slick.
I've not understood. I've never understood that actually.
I don't want it to like drag my collar down.
Oh, is that the
put
idea?
It down. I mean, if you're not wearing like, if you're not wearing it buttoned all the way up to the top, you could like drop your.
You know what annoys me is when people wear their sunglasses on the back of their heads, or do that move where they put like their glasses or their sunglasses like on the shoulder. They'd sometimes like they'll do it like on the side of the collar. That, or sometimes I've even seen it on like the back. Those people annoy me. Like I don't think you should be allowed to do that. And I think that we need to
be
have
allowed to do that.
you shouldn't be allowed to do that.
No, we should just be allowed to heckle you because it's ridiculous to do that. You can do whatever you want, but we should be allowed to heckle you.
I think that's probably the more fair way. But yeah, it's the same. It's the same as the people that like if you've got standard. I mean, remember the old school croquis that were like neon and colored, and you'd wear them on a jet ski, and you have the big rope thing like that hangs off the back of your neck. Those acceptable. But if you've got the one that is like the loop that's like dangles and goes wiggle waggle, like you know what I'm talking about? It's like a plastic loop at the back of the head. Like it's
the plastic like wire loop.
The wire loop that just those
it's like the fisherman
style.
The fisher douche.
Fuck you if you wear those. Like I don't like you if you wear those. I'm saying it right now. I like if you're gonna go that route, at least be cool bro enough to do the old school neon croquis that are like the waterproof kind of cloth. They're not even waterproof really. They're just cloth.
You remember those like cheap little like cloth rope bracelets that had like the loop that you got them at like Chuck E. Cheese and they were always neon colors.
Yeah.
And, So when I had to wear glasses as a kid, my grandma bought me basically that same like fabric, the same like rope stuff to like loop on my glasses and like wear so I didn't lose my glasses.
Oh, you were cool.
And I was like, I'm pretty cool.
Yeah.
This is cool.
How old were you?
Like 9 or 10 years old.
Oh, wow. You were wearing glasses young.
Yeah, but it corrected my eyes, and then I stopped wearing them for 20 years.
That's pretty cool. All right.
Yeah.
No shit.
But I have to wear them again now.
Yeah.
I can't remember what age I started wearing glasses. I was also pretty young, though. I was in that same range, like in the 7 to 9 area, I think.
They caught me pretty young, and they're like, listen, we can get corrective lenses on these, and they'll fix his eyes, and he should be fine.
I never got the whole thing either. Like, I'm sure it did happen way back in the day, but in our generation, did anyone actually ever make fun of you and do the like, oh, 4 eyes and everything? Because like by the time
No.
like that just didn't exist in my like I don't really like. Okay, yeah, he wears glasses. It just was not like a thing that I'd make fun of a fat kid, but I'm not get like.
Well, that's what I got.
Right. Yeah, you got it in a different way. Yeah.
They didn't pick on me because I wore glasses. They're
Yeah.
like, look at this fat nerd.
Yeah, and just nerds in general, you would make fun of, but just because you wore glasses, you weren't
Well,
a nerd. Like there was plenty of cool kids that wore glasses. You
What-
know,
I think I got called 4 eyes a couple times, but it was never like a real heckle. It was more of just
an
a
add-on.
4 eyes.
I don't get it. I don't really get it. Like
They heckled me because I talked like an adult at like 9 years old because of GSP.
Yeah.
They're like, here, super advanced vocabulary. Now go hang out with children. Good job, Mike.
Yeah, the 4 eyes thing, I feel like is kind of outdated. Like
That was probably like a 50s thing, you know?
yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Is it must have been a bigger deal. Do you think kids still get like shit for even now?
Not really.
I don't think they do.
So. I doubt it.
I bet you kids now, like I bet you there's young kids in like rich young kids. I bet you there are some that they're like soccer mom parents have gotten them contacts and stuff at like a really and they know.
Oh, I guarantee that.
You know, like before like they're even in middle school, they know how to like take them out and put them in, and like that's part of their routine, and they're like they put their contacts.
I don't
in.
know how old my sister was when she got contacts, but I feel like she was kind of young. I mean, I tried it out in high school.
Did you?
I think I was maybe 16 or 17. I tried them out for a while, and you know what? Like, it was fine. You've seen me wear not glasses before, and it's kind of weird, right?
Yeah, I don't like it. It's off-putting because I met
look
you.
like a different human.
4 eyes.
Oh Jesus Christ, this motherfucker.
These nerds.
Yeah, no, Johnny. Thank you for joining us, but don't you think that
I can't see shit.
Ty looks strange without glasses?
Ooh.
It's
Looks
off-putting.
like a
I don't like it.
Martian.
I don't like it at all.
Ooh.
It's weird.
Tongue is weird and alien-esque.
Yeah.
You don't even know what to do with it.
So obviously,
I know exactly what to do with it.
On the phone with us right now, or on the line rather, or whatever we want to call it. It's our good friend Johnny Moonbags. Do you have some news for us, Johnny?
I got all kinds of news for you.
All right, let's go with it then.
And now, here with all kinds of news. News that might vary in numbers between newses 1 through 3, maybe 4. Who knows? Life could get spicy. Johnny Moonbags.
Yes, indeed, it's Johnny
thank you.
Moonbags. 1 second here. There we go. Yeah.
You wait a second.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to make sure everything is good for your news segment. You've yelled at me in the past when I don't have your music on point and when I don't have your
Better
intro
have
ready
my
to go.
music.
That's part. I know that's part of your. It's part of your writer.
Yeah, and also there's no cucumber water here ever.
Fuck cucumber water.
Cucumber water.
Worst fucking thing that happened to society and the world and humans.
I don't hate it.
Vodka.
I don't hate it. I'll be honest.
No.
I don't hate it, but it would be the last thing I would ever expect that Johnny Moonbags would drink. Cucumber
Well-
water is not something that.
Well, you saw the parenthesis.
Yeah.
It just means vodka with a cucumber in it.
Oh, got it. I can actually see Johnny going to those hotels and he's so poor that he takes out the cucumbers. Like he opens the top of the thing and he scoops all the cucumbers out because he needs his nutrients.
I just need some nutrients. I got a weak body from the booze.
Well,
News 1.
That's why you're our news guy, because you're so honest. News 1.
And now the honest, the news 1.
All right.
Greetings and salutations from News One.
Yeah.
You guys, News One this week is, oh boy, it's a slippery situation.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you that much. You ever open up your washers or dryers and find weird stuff?
I have.
You put stuff in your pockets and it falls out.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm always fascinated when I put a lighter in there and it goes through, and then it goes through the dryer as well. Doesn't explode. Then I take it out and it works perfectly.
It works.
Right.
Yeah, like I'm just like, wow. I don't know. I dodged a bullet, but there we go. That's pretty cool. Coins you usually catch because if you're anywhere, yeah, you hear the clankety clankness of them, but. Yeah.
But it's rare you're surprised, right? Like, usually you see stuff that falls out your pockets. You remember putting it in your pockets.
Well,
sometimes
you ever, if you're in Groveland, Florida, I guess, when you open up your dryer, because, oh man, it's not collecting enough lint. It's a lot of lint.
The airflow is maybe not going as well as it
Yeah.
should. Yeah.
So
Had
then
that
you're
happen.
like, let's open it up and see what's going on.
Check out open up the back of it type deal.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
open the whole thing up.
Yeah.
Well, a family in Groveland, Florida, the Pring family, Pring. Well, they found
That's a good name. I like that name.
a snake.
Oh,
A
that.
whole snake, all bustled up in the back of the dryer.
Anaconda style? What are we talking?
Yeah, was
Something
it a big snake? What are we talking?
It's a pretty big snake. They're saying that it was upwards of 6 foot. Snake.
That's big enough. That's big enough. Was it
Yeah.
fat? Was it a fat snake?
Oh, it was a plumper snake.
Yeah.
Not super
I
fat,
got a plump
but
snake.
no one wants to hear about your plump snake.
No.
Alright. It doesn't spit no more.
Exactly.
Fair enough. This is true.
You waxed your blades earlier. You
What do you mean?
You wax Johnny's now.
Don't touch my blades, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
So they found the snake and it was dead because it had been over dried.
Yeah.
It was shrunk a little bit too. They used on the raw
Do you
stuff.
know what type of snake it was?
They're saying it's some sort of python.
Oh, yeah.
Ah,
They're just describing it as the python.
Well, they're coming up here now. Is it? You said where was this? This was in Orlando.
Groveland.
Groveland. Well,
Groveland.
where is that?
Groveland.
Where is
I don't
that?
know.
I don't know.
Florida?
It's towards Tampa, a little bit north, and towards Tampa.
I don't. Okay. Well, I feel like all the pythons are coming up now from
out of the swamp.
Out of the swamp. They're coming up from the Everglades.
Those are
even
the
more of them.
anacondas, motherfucker.
We got all. Well, no,
the anaconda bastards.
they're
the
not
pythons.
They're not anacondas, but they're.
No, they're anacondas. You better
Okay.
watch out.
Okay.
Big old bastards.
Yeah, I heard. My buddy called me
they-
the other day. He said one was knocking on his door, like trying to sell him stuff.
An anaconda?
Yeah.
So they
That's
gotta
what I
make
heard.
a living somehow.
Yeah.
At least they got a job.
They're coming up from Miami. They're taking all our jobs. They're
Unlike John
chasing.
Jr. Lazy bitch.
Yeah.
News 2.
News.
And now the second news. The news that follows the first. It's not second best. It's just the second listen to. News 2.
Well, welcome, and I bid you welcome to News 2.
Thank you.
You happy in News 2?
I'm
It's
having
nice
a good
in here,
time
right?
with News 2 so far.
So, Palm Coast, Florida, this week.
I like all the
Yeah.
lot of local coverage. Thank you for the local on the spot, Johnny stuff.
I
like
am a Florida native newsman.
that. I know you are. Appreciate
I
that.
cover Florida.
Back to your roots.
So, Flagler County,
Yeah.
Palm Coast, Florida, this week, 2 teens decided they would, they were gonna go for a ride.
In the car?
But
In the car.
in a car.
Okay.
This isn't your regular car. It's a Tesla.
Ooh.
You know,
A Nissan Sentra?
a Tesla.
Oh, okay.
You know, and these Teslas, they got the auto drive. You know,
Okay. Whose Tesla was this?
their parents.
Okay. Rich kids then.
Very rich. Palm Coast rich.
Yeah. Hopping in the Tesla, throwing on the auto drive. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, this kind of smart because they're only 14 and 15. So they can't drive, but they don't have to because the Tesla drives itself.
That's true. That's
It's
true.
just like, boop, 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 boop,
If it's
boop.
that, if the Tesla's so good, then why is that a problem?
Well, apparently it's so good that it crashed into a police cruiser.
That sounds awesome.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
It was on auto, copper, I swear.
And when they got there, they're like, "What are you doing? You're not old enough to drive." And they're like, "We weren't driving."
No, the computer was driving. It's the computer's fault.
Hold on.
We was doing TikTok.
Was driving.
This is unknown. Do we know this? Like, if you have a car that can drive you places, can a minor fucking rent a car?
That's
Can
a
that
good
happen?
question. Can I be shit-faced? Can Johnny be shit-faced
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
back from a bar,
If
hit the
I'm not
button?
driving, am I allowed to be all fucked up? Do I need a driver's license? I
Yeah.
might be Johnny Moonbags. I don't know.
You're not me because I'm me.
I don't think
And
the
this-
law
I
has
think I'm
tackled
me.
that yet, and because of the autopilot function, of course, not being so reliable, we'll just say it, especially this case being
Rammed up police cruiser.
yeah, this case being some evidence of that. I do think that you're probably supposed to be of mind, sober, and with a license to be behind the wheel of one of these Teslas, is what my best guess is currently. But
Well,
I do
everything I
admire
know.
the gumption of these two teens.
Yeah, it's probably not okay, but I should be allowed to let it drive me home shit face.
I agree. I mean, because you're taking the risk, right? It's.
I'm taking the risk out of it by
Yeah.
not driving.
Yeah, it's got to be statistically, it's got to be less risky than if you're drunk and
agree.
behind the wheel. Like,
I should at least get like a lesser charge, not DUI because I wasn't driving.
oh, we got Derek the Anti-Hero calling you out, saying your story is false. That Teslas have so many different sensors that it would have applied the brakes before hitting anything.
Well,
Those
you
aren't
take that up.
fail-safe.
You take that up with the Palm Coast PD, who got wrecked into Mr. Derek Hero Man.
Fair enough.
I don't even think you're probably a hero.
Well, I think it's time for
News 3.
And now the third news, the trifecta of news excellence, the news that follows the news of news 2. News 3.
News 3 it is. News 3 it is. What do we got, Johnny?
Well, as most of you know, this week was spring break. You know, a little bit
I let my titties out a little
What is it?
spring break.
Oh, spring break. Okay,
It's
yeah.
spring break 94 all over again.
Is that this? I don't know when that is.
Spring break
anymore.
94 was the best spring break ever.
Was it?
I think so.
Okay. Take your word for it.
So, you know, and spring break goes hard. Apparently, one specific week through the year is supposed to go super hard.
Uh-huh.
And in Miami,
It's big in Miami for sure.
spring break is huge. It's huge.
Yep.
And you can tell how raucous the party was in Miami this week because there were over 1,000 arrests
1,000
Just-
arrests
That's a lot of arrests.
just this week,
just for partying.
just for excessive partying,
Oh,
for having too much of a good time.
yeah. I mean,
Everyone's like,
It
check
should-
out my gram, I'm partying. Gram the party. Gram it, gram it, gram it.
Yep. A lot of that. A lot
That's
of
what
that.
they say. So, it hit a peak on Sunday. Last Sunday. It hit a peak where the party was so extreme. Party was too good.
Mm.
Too much fun was being had.
Were you down there?
I was the reason there was too much fun. Moonbags was in Miami.
Of course
it was
he
Moonbags over Miami.
Moonbags over Miami.
And that's my favorite sandwich at Denny's.
I would order that.
It's kind of like a Cuban, but with soaked in vodka.
With an egg.
At least one.
Yeah.
Also soaked in vodka.
Yeah, cooked in vodka, right? Yeah.
Poached in vodka.
Poached in vodka.
I'm sorry, I had a choke. But it reached a boiling point on Sunday.
Like your eggs.
So crazy that the police had to break. There was party goers by the thousands, Owen.
That seems a little irresponsible considering it's a global pandemic and such.
Especially now with a pandemic.
Yeah.
But they were partying, and the police had to get out kind of like their tactical party gear. Like smoke launchers to hype the party.
Right.
Pepper sprays so that everyone seems
It's
prettier.
like an Antifa situation.
Yeah.
Turn on the laser sights, get some lasers going.
Yeah, and then they put on the music to kind of drown everybody out, but everyone just partied more.
Yeah.
They were playing a lot of techno dubstep. I don't know why they picked that. It seems like it would only intensify the party.
I saw your tweets, Johnny, from this while it was happening. It seemed like it was a really good time because you were just like, I don't give a fuck. Make the music louder, pump the fog. The more smoke, the better the party. Like
my eyes were so bloodshot. I couldn't tell if it was
the tear gas or
the tear gas.
Yeah.
You were in full Forrest Whitaker mode.
Oh, one eye was real squinty.
Yeah, and you went full big black man.
Oh,
you look like you.
Don't put that out there. John Moonbags is a wholesome character. Sorry for the fourth wall.
Is there any more to the spring break story? Is that the news?
Yeah, basically they had to get the SWAT team out there.
Wow.
And they had
that is a big deal.
They had to start enforcing a curfew from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Wow. That's a shitty spring break then for them now. But they had
some great house
but
parties.
they had some good times, I'm sure.
Yeah. It must have been a good party because the police
if the SWAT team
shut it down.
Yeah, if the SWAT team shows up at your house at your party, then your party's pretty fucking dope. I mean, it sounds like it's pretty good. Pretty good. Ladies and gentlemen,
I appreciate you letting me come around to do the news.
You're welcome. Thank you again for the news. That was the news with Johnny Moonbags, everybody.
It's the news with Johnny Moonbags.
I'm not convinced that he has more than one shirt.
Just one shirt.
I think he has one shirt, and
it's a show shirt.
That's his new shirt.
That shirt hangs up in the back of his Civic most of the week, and he puts it on once a week when he comes to hang out.
How bad does Johnny Moonbag smell with his one shirt?
The shirt smells awful.
Does it? Yeah.
But I do. Okay, so you guys know what the fest is, right?
The fest in Gainesville?
Yeah.
Yeah.
man.
So
I shot video for it once.
No, I didn't know that one.
I went for like 3 years straight, like in my 20s.
Never been, but it always appealed to me for sure.
Yeah. So
punk rock music festival for everybody that doesn't know.
Yeah, basically.
Great time.
sponsored by PBR too. The whole city for that whole weekend is $1 PBRs.
I didn't know that.
That's it. So we would literally wake up in the morning for 3 days, and we would go to Gator Liquors, which is right there in the middle of Gainesville. My backpack was big enough to fit a 12er of PBR and 2 little bottles of Jim Beam, like the little 375.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah, so it was basically my riot backpack. I mean, and it had like my weed and like my pipe and everything in there.
And your meth and whatever else was going on that
Well,
weekend.
I mean, I left all my clothes and shit in my car, which I just parked outside of Gainesville.
Yeah, fuck
and
my
just walked
clothes.
in.
Fuck my car.
I want my beer and my drugs.
Yeah.
But the night of Halloween, because it happens around Halloween weekend, but Halloween was the last night of the second night of the fest. So we're out like walking the streets of Gainesville at like 10, 11 at night.
Sure.
And we kind of walk into this like almost like a neighborhood party centered around these 3 houses. There was a house where somebody was replaying Blink 182's Enema of the State album. They were covering it.
Okay.
So but it turns into like this really like big street party, like 200-300 people, like,
And you kind of just stumble upon it.
Yeah,
That's
and,
always fun. That used to happen
Yeah.
to me when I was in college, and that definitely I made some good friends at some of those. Actually, it's friends
But,
that I have to this day.
It got to the point where like the streets are clogged with people, and like we're in a neighborhood, so there's like neighborhood traffic trying to come through, and people are like tapping on cars and like as they come through,
Fucking with them, yeah.
So eventually, a cop, like, you know, we've seen them kind of like driving around the perimeter of the party, and like me and my friends are kind of like, we probably should start to like make our
Meander our
way
way, from the situation, yeah.
So, but like we're just having a good time and we're hanging out, and we see the cop car kind of like slowly wade its way into like where the center of this thing is. And you know, a cop like gets out, he's like, listen, you guys got to at least clear the streets.
Yeah.
Like you can we don't care if you party,
Because
you
they
just gotta
understand
get
what's
out of the
going on.
streets.
It's a festival weekend. There's nothing they can do about it. It's gonna happen regardless. But
Yeah, they're just like,
let
let the
people
traffic through.
drive. Like let people get home that live here.
You
Type
would
thing.
think people could, understand
Get it
that.
together.
You would think.
Be
So
cool.
that
Be
happened-
cool, bro. Rules.
That happens for like 20 minutes. Like everyone is like mostly staying, but there's just a lot of people, so it's hard to stay like.
And everyone's drunk, and they're pouring. Now they're pouring back into the street again.
So they start getting back in the streets, and the second time the cops, like 2 cop cars, pull in, and they're like, "Listen, if you guys don't stop this, we're just gonna shut this down and start like making arrests." And then out of nowhere, brick. Right into the front of a cop car window.
Oh no!
And at that
Oh,
point, me and my buddy Joe are like, all right, now we really need to leave this
See
area
ya.
right now. And like we're like hoofing it down the street we walked in on, and you can see cops like coming in from like all of the angles, and we're like,
Oh,
all right,
shit.
cool. I didn't want to be here for this anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were fucking up cop cars like because they were trying to stop this party, and I'm like, this is what I hate about punk rock.
Yeah.
This is not my favorite part.
Yeah, just back off and like kindly move along and just like have your fun, but no one needs to be like also be cool, bro, and just in general, like
I know cops are not our favorite people
No.
in the world, but like dude, this guy was being really cool and
yeah,
gave
he's like,
us
really, I gotta do this. Like he's like, okay.
You bricked my cop car.
Yeah.
My God.
Well, if he doesn't do anything about it at that point, like he's gonna get shit, right? So like you put him in that position. He kind of
I
has
would,
to.
yeah, if I was that cop and I saw who hurled that brick, oh, that dude is
Getting tased for sure.
Yeah, that dude is getting arrested 100%.
Yep.
And I'm gonna make sure that happens.
Absolutely.
I also slept on a washer and dryer at Fest one year. So
In one?
on
On
top
one.
of a
Oh, on top of the washer dryer.
yeah, at a random person's house. and they woke me up, and they weren't mad. They were just like,
hey,
we gotta do
I
some
gotta,
laundry, man.
I gotta do a little laundry. Can you move?
Yeah, he's like, can you move? And he's like,
I gotta do my colors.
He was like, listen, bro, you actually could sleep on the bench that's in the backyard or the hammock that you walked by both of those to get to the washer and dryer.
Interesting
So-
spot. Interesting spot to choose.
Just so you know, you did walk by two real places you could have slept before sleeping on our washer and dryer.
Yeah, and
but
feel
they weren't
free to-
mad. That was so cool.
Yeah, we had that happen a couple of times in college where there was just this person that was there and everyone was like, "Oh, I thought it was your friend." No, is it yours? Is it? No.
Who's this guy?
This guy just shows up.
Yeah, we had parties.
He just
and
lives
stuff,
in
like,
the complex and just shows up to your parties.
Yeah. Like, okay, all right. And eventually they would just kind of like leave. Like it was, I don't know. You'd avoid him for a couple hours, and then you go get a glass of water. There'd be a guy on the couch and passed out, and then you'd go get a glass of
here's the
water,
deal.
go back to bed for a couple hours. You come
If
back
he's
out.
sleeping
you're
in-
gone.
If he's sleeping in the right position, like he's sleeping with his face towards the back of the couch,
Right,
you could
right.
that could be anybody.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, when I'm kind of hammered, like getting that last glass of water before I finally zonk out for 12 hours. Yeah, that person could be anybody on the couch.
Except
Like,
it was
I don't know.
dressed like a furry, which is really weird. Like
His tail was hanging off.
Yeah.
I thought it was weird that he had a tail and was hanging off.
There's
the
a
couch,
hole
but-
under. There was a hole with a zipper underneath his tail, and I thought that was a little odd.
Well, that's how he
but-
gets in and out of the. That's
No, I don't
how
think
he
that's.
takes the tail.
No,
off?
it was a.
I
Different,
don't
it was
know.
a different zipper. Anyway.
Oh, that's the BH zipper.
Yeah, that's what I was going with.
For furry butt fucking. Furry butt fucking could also be a name.
Well, we've got a plethora of them tonight.
Yeah, right.
The poll will be up on Ono Radio Show.
Oh, we
We'll
don't.
let-
Oh, we don't do that. That's bullshit. Anyway, we out of here for the evening. Thank you for joining us for a special Sunday night edition of the Ono Radio Show. We'll be back hopefully regular time on our regular day, Thursday, this next week. I'll hopefully be back, of course, with Sun Eclipse. I've got to, bring that back. I missed out on that because of my migraine, too. That being said, check us out. Please help us out. If you want to donate anything to the show, the best place to do that is over at patreon.com/ONRS. Other things that you can do are, I never talk about this, but, follow, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's over at Ono Media. You can find that. Everything is pretty much over at Ono Media. If you just want to go to onomedia.com, it'll link you to most of the stuff that you need to find, including our Facebook groups and pages. We also have Ono Wrestling. That's a big deal. Check that out if you're a big fan of the Graps. Other than that, we've got Mikey B's gaming channel on Twitch. What's that at?
That's ONRS_Mike B on Twitch. You can also check out everything on YouTube at Mike Bearable, MikeBeerable. And check out our Facebook group, Ono Gaming. That's where we post a lot of things related to gaming. I'm still trying to get that up and going. I've just had a lot of job turnover. I've been working a lot of different jobs.
Yeah, we
Just
heard.
keep quitting and moving around.
Either
But
way,
I'm getting back to it.
getting back to it, Ty would like you to visit his site, Ty's Carrots and Bong Hits. That's
Check it
his
out.
new site that he's hitting, starting.
Wait, is that a Barrel-Aid bong store?
I don't know. It's
pretty good.
marmalades and bongs. Marmalades and bongs is kind of what his thing is now.
I said marital aid.
No, it's marmalades.
I want to fill my bong full of marmalade.
That being said, boys, what do we say when we get out of here?
Eat a bag Call me to the voicemail at 407-906-6466. Hail Satan.
Wax my blades, baby.
I'm gonna go wax my blades right now.
Wax.
Come on,
Wax.
girl.
Wax my blade.
Wax your blades. Wax your
Chippity
blade,
chop,
wax,
chop like chip, chip, chippity chop, wax, wax, wiggity wax, my blade, wiggity, wiggity, wiggity wax.
Frankie Muniz will not remember this.
Oh! No!
He doesn't remember his kids. Oh, my camera buzzed on me for that one. It was like, that's too much.